Okay, this is a QC audit for job number 22731, Benson Hill Condos. So this job has asphalt, seal coat, stripe, and curbing. So I'm going to go over asphalt first, then seal coat, then stripe, and the curbing is actually coming today, but it's just going to be that 36-foot section right there of curb. So, okay, so first, asphalt. So we did a large patch here, and I was actually here for this patch, so I can answer more of the questions that can't be answered unless you were here, like base prep. So concrete came out of here. There was varying depths. We had to regrade, and this is a very, very, very large, very tight patch. So it goes from here over around the corner like that and to the catch basin, which is right there. We were able to get this entire thing to flow at under 1%. So very, very impressed with the asphalt crew. They did a nice job. Saw cutting looks great. The base was prepped. The mat's consistent. The seams look great. I mean, there's the one center seam, but that took us quite a while to do. It was raining that day, and it still looks really good. And there's small areas where the water stands for just a second, but then it all flows down to this lid. Now, there are some roller cut marks through here, but unless you do asphalt, I don't think you'll notice these, and it's kind of a tricky area the way it was all sitting. So here's this first patch. It comes to here, squares up like this. Like I said, it looks good. Second patch is right there. Now this thing is holding water in two spots, right here and there. Saw cuts look good. This patch though, so this patch we did, and there's two puddles in it right now. And we put the speed bump back after on the same day. This day the crew didn't get out here till about 9:30. I was out here at about 10. They were just starting. We had to round robin mix. It was a one-way tight area, and it was raining on us. But that does not excuse these puddles and these patches. So and we water tested the tight, very, very difficult one, and these two, relatively simple ones are holding water. So that's not good. And this has to be some sort of roll problem with our roll. I remember this was really deep. We climbed out, put mix back, and this must be a roller vibe issue right here off the edge. And that is it for the scope on the asphalt. Okay, now seal coat. Seal coat looks really, really nice. There's just a couple of things I want to show you. So one is we did not go back into any of these in between the building. I don't know if we're supposed to or not. There's no video I could find on this from the estimating side, but we did not do those. So each one, that one's concrete, so it doesn't matter. But this one is through there. Now, the last one is here. So that's what we missed in between the buildings. Also, and those, I'm kind of on the fence. I'd have to see what Turner said in his video. But this one we should have done. Seal coaters, Joe Mack. We should have done this. Should have moved the dumpster, or moved the can over, swung the fence out, and just done this little corner back here. We didn't. We just cut it straight across. And so there's that. Then here, so this dumpster was obviously under that truck, and they wheeled it out into this crosshatch after we have seal coated it, so you can see it better from the other side. But we didn't prep or seal the dumpster. We just had it pushed up against the curb. So it seems like maybe we're trying to go a little too fast and just not caring enough. We need to put a little more time and effort into this. And if you have questions and you're not sure, foreman, give your project manager a call, or your estimator, account manager, sorry. All the edging looks good though, where it's supposed to. And then there's this spot, which is a concrete area. I understand why we did not seal this, but you know, maybe you should call and ask and find out, because I have a feeling the customer is going to want this seal coated, because it's not concrete for a reason. It's just concrete because that's the way this whole place was. A lot of the asphalt we ripped up had concrete with rebar in it. So, okay, now striping. This one's got some serious issues. So here we go. So curb prep, not very well. So it seems like the rest of the surface prep was okay, but it was on top of a seal coat, so that explains why. But if we come over here, it looks like we did a little bit of landscape touch up here, which is good. So we were thinking about it, but not all the way. We weren't thinking about it all the way, because boom. Now here's one of the first areas. We missed several things striping here, guys, which is just unacceptable. So there definitely was no post walkthrough. At the end of this day, you should grab your work order and do a post walkthrough. So even without a video from Turner, you can look at your work order and see curb painting yellow, curb painting red, curb painting white. We did the white curb, and that's it. That's all we did. So this yellow curb did not get done. I do not understand why. Obviously we were painting that, so we knew we had to paint the curb. This white curb did not get repainted. This white curb did not get repainted. The end of it is where we're doing our curb repairs, and we're gonna have to paint it white. So we're gonna be coming back out here to do that. But this all should have gotten hit day one. Definitely. Now, I'm gonna start walking down here. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I just walked all the way down to the front, and this is where we have more white curb that we did not, it looks like we lifted one or two of the bushes, maybe. But I mean, this is just, it looks terrible. It just looks terrible. You pull into our job and you look at this and it looks awful. So that needs to get way better. And then we didn't even paint this curb here. Completely undone. So we missed the yellow curb, we missed some white curb, we missed the red curb, we didn't prep the white curb well enough. And now the last thing, which actually one more thing I noticed here too. Now this would have been a question for the video, but it looks like the seal coater sealed over something red right here. So I don't know if that needs to go back or if that's old. So that could be something right there. I don't know. But we did not paint a single speed bump. Speed bump 1 unpainted. Now, I know that the videos are not gospel and the work order is gospel, and the work order has no speed bump painting. So, I don't know, but stripers, if you see speed bumps that are not being labeled to paint, let's call somebody and ask, because I almost guarantee you those are supposed to be painted. So, first one was down there, second one was there. I'll pause. Okay, I'm around the corner now, and this speed bump also did not get painted. And I'm pretty positive they were yellow. I think I remember them being yellow. And then, you know, there are some squirts here in the gun. Didn't get blacked, didn't get scrubbed. There's another line. The cross hatches look okay. You know, the gun was coughing a little bit here. That's kind of minimal, but that one's bad. That one absolutely should have gotten taken care of. I don't like that this crosshatch doesn't have an end on it. I would have squared that up, And then, like I said about the curbs. So there are baseline snaps, you can see. The red lines look good. They're straight. They look good. They make this job pop. But we definitely have a heavy punch list to do here. So there you go. And then curb's going to be happening today, and we will paint that after. And I'll look into whether or not we need to seal coat this concrete slab. So I'll be in touch with Dan. And it looks like also there's a yellow line right here at the entrance. So they seal coated over the yellow, but this yellow line didn't go back. I don't know if it needs to or not. I don't know what it was for, but that's where the yellow line went. There it is.